excited on Fridays too because there are certain stuff that I work over the weekends that are an important part of my agenda, and I do a lot of like I work on a lot of like fun stuff over the weekend. So it's always exciting to know that it's Friday, and the kind of stuff that I'm gonna be tackling that specific weekend or this specific weekend. So anyway, so I was going through my Twitter feed earlier today, and I realized that Google Ads is celebrating their 20th anniversary today, 20 years in business, and I thought I wanted to share with you my personal experience with Google AdWords, which later turned into or went through a rebranding, and now they are called Google Ads. But I've been using Google Ads for a few years now, but I think I have learned a lot, using the platform and everything that I absorbed, over all these years by competing in a very hostile environment sometimes, especially if you're in an industry that is super competitive, an industry where there are a lot of players with a lot of money. It is very challenging, to be on Google AdWords, delivering the results that the clients expect, and having a really good return on your investment. But I can say, like over the last 8 years, I have invested more than $23 million on Google Ads. And why that happened is because I've figured out a way to give really good results to the clients that hired me in the past to handle that part of their business. And I can tell you that it has been very exciting. I have learned a lot about running ads on Google Ads, especially with that budget, and I'm very blessed and grateful for the opportunity that I had back in 2012 to work with this company. And if there are some lessons learned from that experience, what I can tell you, because this applies for whether you run a home-based business or a multi-million-dollar operation, these concepts that I'm going to share with you right now, specifically for Google Ads, are going to be very valuable to you, because I have heard over the years many small businesses that said, Google Ads don't work. I try it. I try $100, 500, 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, and it didn't work for me. And I can tell you that if you go to Google Ads and you set up your campaign, and if you don't set it up right, if you don't target the right people, of course you're gonna get a lot of clicks on those ads, and your money is gonna go down the drain really fast, and you are not gonna see any results. So before you turn that switch on Google AdWords, you have to be sure that you have all the components that are needed for a successful Google Ads campaign. And that's just not the setup on the platform itself, because some people think that, I'm really good at figure things out. I understand the platform really well. I understand how the features work. I get it. I know how to set up the ads and everything. And they think that that's all you need to be successful on that platform. But in reality, the work is behind and or in the back end, right? So to give you an example, when I started with this large client, setting up the ads wasn't the issue. It was understanding the industry, understanding the target audience for the company, understanding the capabilities of the company to handle the traffic. Because let me tell you something, if you want to drive a lot of traffic to your site, or to a specific landing page, or to a specific campaign, or for whatever product or service, you're gonna get a lot of traffic real quick. So you have to make sure that your infrastructure is in place to handle that traffic. Put them in the right funnel, provide the right customer service, etc. So when I signed up this client in 2012, which I'm forever grateful for that opportunity, because at that time I lose my full-time job in 2000 at the end of 2011, and then I decided to go self-employed, self-entrepreneur. Because remember, the chamber side is my passion for helping small businesses and working with small businesses, but the majority of my business, of my income, I do it through consulting and stuff. So in 2012, I had the opportunity to start working with this client, and we went really, really extremely deep into this industry. I was reading research papers. I was watching the news and the shows that the audience that we were trying to target usually watches. We were literally, I put myself in a position where I wanted to think like the target audience that we were going after. So it took some time. I'm not going to tell you that campaign was successful from the get-go. We started with a very small budget, and it was increasing as we start seeing results. The same with all the Google Ads campaigns that I have run in the past. They take some time. The algorithms need to collect some data. The ads start getting smarter, so your results start getting better as your good performance on the platform starts to show, right? So after we did that. We did all that research. Then we start creating different ads. We target some ads by zip code, by different areas for a specific demographics, or we choose a specific websites for these ads, etc. Because you have different options on Google Ads on where your ads are gonna be posted, besides the traditional ad that you see when you do like a Google search and stuff. So it was a very interesting experience, and since then, every time that we have to consult on setting up some Google Ads, or if we have to run them or whatever, we always go through the same process. And of course, after you launch your ads, you have to monitor your results, and you have to see what's working, what's not. You have to keep a really close eye on your competition, because the thing with Google AdWords, and especially in a competitive environment, is that it's kind of like the stock market, right? So you can put a bid on a keyword, but if your competitors are bidding on the same keyword, and they're bidding with, or they have a bid that is higher than yours, your ads are not going to be as frequent as they should, depending on your budget. There's so many different variables when you are trying to have a really high performance ad on Google Ads. So it's important that you keep an eye on these ads. When you just launch the campaign, you have to do it almost throughout the day for a few days, until you feel like it's gaining good traction and stuff. Because if you just let it there in an automatic or whatever, your money is gonna just go down the drain real quick, and you probably won't see the results that you're expecting. So you have to be very careful when you launch your Google Ads. And like I said, tracking the competition is important, because they're gonna have certain times of the year where they behave in a certain manner, high season, low season, etc. But I can tell you, I love Google Ads. I think it's a great tool, and thanks to them, many small businesses have been able to reach out clients on places that without Google Ads it would have been impossible. I can tell you that I tried Bing and I tried Yahoo in the beginning, like back in 2011, 10, 11, 12. I tried all those different platforms, but Google figured out they some may argue that they are monopolizing the market or whatever, but I just think it was just like their platform, because all these ad platforms start almost at the same time, and if you remember, I think at some point Yahoo and Bing even have like more monthly searches than Google, but they just start like getting better. It was a competition between the three of them, and then Google start like taking over the market. And for consultants like myself, there was no point on advertising on Bing and Yahoo, because the traffic wasn't there and the target audience wasn't there, so it didn't make sense for a business to try these platforms where the results were not as good as the ones that you could get on Google Ads. So I can say like congratulations, guys, for what you did and how you optimize your platform to become a so dominant ads platform in the world. So thank you very much for that, because I know for a fact that many business owners have benefit from it, and also consultants. So you have helped to create a lot of wealth, not just here in the US, but across the globe. So I think that's a pretty neat thing and something to celebrate. So I'm going to be celebrating like if I'm part of a Google Ads team, because I have benefit from that platform. I personally benefit from using that platform. So, congrats for that. And my recommendation to any a small business out there is that, especially now that you have a lot of potential clients for your products and services searching online, don't be afraid to invest a few dollars in online advertising. You can definitely try Google AdWords or Google Ads if that makes sense to your business, and if you are in the stage in your business where you can take that opportunity. Because one thing with Google Ads and pretty much with any online campaign is that you have to have some consistency, right? You cannot expect to run ads for a month or a week or something and just start seeing like overwhelming results. Of what I like about online ads is that you can start seeing results after 48 hours or something, that you start running the ads 72 hours, and you can have an idea of where you are going with your content and the creatives that you have, and the different tests that you're running. It can give you an idea to see if you are going in the right direction. But it's highly recommended that you have a budget for, I would say, at least 90 days, 120 days, 4 months, so you can test different stuff, see what's working, what's not, escalate or scale a little, or those ads that are already performing well. So there's a lot of strategy when you start running ads online, and it is important that you pay close attention to everything that you do, whether it is on Facebook or Google, Instagram ads, LinkedIn ads, you name it. You're gonna find your target audience throughout different channels, and you have to diversify. And if for some reason one of your most profitable clients only hang out in a specific environment, just put all your money there and make sure that you just keep a good tracking on everything that you're doing, and you're gonna do well. We have seen it over the last few years how many businesses have grown thanks to their online strategy and how they are investing in online ads and how they're building their online presence. So it's very important that you keep tracking of what works and doesn't work for your business, because what works for your business may not work for someone else in the same industry, same market, etc. It's just like how you have your setup, right? That's why with some of the clients that I have had the opportunity to work in the past, they were in the same industry, have the same monthly budget, but why some of my clients became more successful? Because their infrastructure was in place and the whole operation was like fine-tuned to perfection, right? So we could be probably competing at the same level in terms of like conversions and cost per clicks and all that with the ads, but the back end, one company was stronger and they will start growing their market share. So that's how it works, and it is important that once you start putting yourself out there to a bigger audience, you have your backend in place, and there are no hiccups, in your operation. So keep that in mind when you start advertising online. So I hope that this little chat gave you, one or two good things to think about for your business. I was just happy to see that today was 20 years since Google AdWords started, and I think that's pretty neat. And I can say I'm just grateful that someone invented that platform and that it has served thousands and thousands and thousands of small businesses across the world. So anything that helps small businesses thrive, I think we have to celebrate it, because these platforms help, independent consultants, agencies, self-employed, multi-million-dollar companies. They work equally for everybody. So it's just a matter of learning how to use them for your benefit and how you can continue to grow as you use all these different tools. And that's something that we've been talking about for years now, for 12 years with the Hispanic Chamber of E-commerce, now with the U.S. Business Association of E-commerce, is that we have to learn how to use all these different online tools that are available for small businesses. And as you can see, like, I'm probably one of a few presidents and CEOs in the country that are hands-on when it comes about online marketing. So, the stuff that I share with you is because I have practiced it. I have some experience. Like if I talk about Google Ads, I mean, I have more than $23 million invested in campaigns on that platform, 100% managed by me. So, we have gone through the trenches, learned the hard way, and that's the way it is, in this life. If you want to succeed at something, you have to invest. Someone says that you have to invest 10,000 hours into something to start, calling yourself not an expert, but someone that at least know how to maneuver or understand how to go about, in a specific manner on whatever it is, whether it's an online tool or in life or whatever. So it's just practice makes perfect, and it's one of those skills that I have in my resume that I'm very proud of, and I love it. I love going into Google Ads. I love spending time on the platform, reading all the metrics. I love using third-party vendors that integrate with Google Ads, and they give you even more data that you can, digest and put it back into your ads so they can start performing better. So it's like a nice exercise. It's kind of like going to the gym, every time I go to Google Ads and start running the ads and see how they're doing. I just it relaxes me the same way as cooking and other activities in my life. So thank you very much for watching this video. I hope everyone is doing well and getting ready for what's coming. It's gonna be this holidays, e-commerce is gonna be booming. E-commerce is already booming, but this holidays is gonna be very exciting. So remember, again, let me refresh you. This thing that I keep pounding on you is you must have an e-commerce strategy for your business. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's a very simple way of handling transactions online or a more robust e-commerce operation. Either way, you have to start selling products and your services online. So remember, if you're a small business, you don't know how to start your e-commerce store, contact us. We have a program that we just launched, I would say like 2 weeks ago. We already have over 40 businesses that sign up to it. We have 1,000 memberships that we can donate under that program. We haven't made the official announcement yet, but it's coming. So I'm pretty sure that once we start marketing that a little more actively, we will start getting more businesses, and those 1,000 memberships are gonna go away really fast. So remember, start selling your products and services online. It's no longer an option, it's a necessity. And if you need some help on how to do that, just reach out to us, and we can help you with the infrastructure that we have, and also connect you with some of our partners and other people that can help you out if you don't know exactly what to do. So make sure that you consider Google Ads in your future online campaigns, because I guarantee you that you're gonna get some really good results. So have a nice weekend, take care, and good luck. Bye.